I look back, I had some excellent experiences. Playing at Ellen Road when I was playing for Kettering, we pulled Fulham and ran them close when they were a Premier League side. They had the likes of Danny Murphy, Bobby Zamora playing. Roy Hodgson was the manager at the time. I missed an absolute sitter actually, thinking back, which it was reported in the press afterwards that Sander Redknapp would have scored it. So that sticks in the mind. And of course, my best experience was playing for Mansfield against Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool fan, and that day sticks out in the mind. The build up to that game was massive. Every day it felt like there was massive media outlets in the town and in and around the ground, because we were training at the ground at the time. We didn't have the training ground, so everything was really intense. At the time, I was going through my sports journalism degree. So I actually did a radio documentary, if you remember. So I got a really good insight to both sides of the kind of media campaign, what it was like as a player. I was captain at the time, so I got a real sense of both sides and the excitement that the supporters were feeling, because I interviewed quite a few of the supporters. It was an unbelievable experience, and we ran them close. That they wobbled when we were putting balls in the box. Big Reedy was smashing Jamie Carragher all over the place. Greeny got a goal, and then of course Luis Suarez scored that infamous goal with his hand. And I managed to get his shirt as well. It was the only time I got near him was at the end of the game when he gave me his shirt. So that was good. Before the game, Paul Cox had actually said to us that he wanted us to play the game and not the occasion, and he didn't want any of us asking for shirts, which you can understand, because you want your players to concentrate on the game. But when Luis Suarez came off the bench and made his way towards me, I thought this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I said to him, can I have your shirt afterwards? And he kind of gave me a nod. His English wasn't great, and within kind of 10 seconds he'd made his way over to the right where Exodus Gahagan was playing. And I caught Exodus asking for the shirt, so I'm glad I got in before him. And that's something that's up in my living room, which my wife isn't, that pleased with, but that's where it is.
It was a brilliant campaign that year, wasn't it, in 2012-13? You played a big part in setting that tie up, didn't you, because of the previous round at home to Lincoln?
Yeah, it was a brilliant time for me, but a sad time as well, because it was around the time that I lost a close friend. And we played Lincoln away, and Reedy got us out of the trouble with a header, as I recall, which took it to the replay at the one call, which was an emotional night for me, but an unbelievable, and the atmosphere was electric. I can't remember, I think it might have been Hutch put a ball in, and I went up for a header, and it just came off my head, if I'm being honest, and there was a bit of a ricochet with the post and the goalkeeper, but it ended up in the back of the net. They got an equaliser, and then in typical Louis Briscoe style, he ended up smashing the ball and nearly taking the net off, and the place erupted. It was amazing.